I woke up to a sheet of snow lying soft on these Colorado hills. I could see it on the redwood boards outside my bedroom's sliding door. It was time for me to get up. I couldn't lie there anymore. I would have liked to stay in bed that sleepy Sunday morning and listen to my wife's deep breathing and take some time to think. But these days the time comes early when I just have to move. Too many aches and pains and stiffness and that whole familiar scene. So I grabbed my cane and came out here where I could give the snow a better look. It's been a long dry winter, endless months of dusty brown. People around here are getting worried about not enough moisture in the ground. But our spring snows are coming right on time, just like they always do. We need them, but winter always feels too long when it lasts till June. It can be hard to keep in mind when the land lies underneath that shroud of white, that there's still life way down there, buried out of sight. Kind of like a guy who just came through a bad spell and hasn't lost the will to fight. He's been down a while, but life hasn't got him out. Or like those days in bleak December when I'd lie awake all night, watching the gaps in the curtains for the coming of the light. I'd see visions of angels come and take me to crystal caves of black and dip me in pools of healing, soaking in my legs and back. And then the sun would finally shine around the edges of my door, just when I wasn't sure I could take it anymore. And sometimes the long night sweat would still be soaking through my shirt when my wife and I would cry together, just because it hurt. Back in those days when I was down, but wasn't out. And then I looked up and the sky had turned to gray, bringing the routine promise of another coming day. And I thought, it was Easter morning. And the wait is over for all those people out at Red Rocks Park, the crowded Denver's faithful who go there when it's dark and sit there shivering and doing what I used to do, waiting for the sun to come out. It's been down for a while, but no one thinks it might be out. And then I imagined myself sitting at a table with a view at my favorite coffee shop with the Messiah of Morris Avenue. And I asked him what it was like for him on Saturday, when he could finally just be dead, with no more torture and noise and hate. A wash of gray fell over him and he almost faded from my view. He turned to look out at the street and went somewhere far away while I watched his ruined hands playing with his cup. Finally he shook himself and those piercing eyes came out. And all he said was, "Yeah, you mean that day when life gave me a shove?" And he said it with ferocious love. When everyone else knew that I was down, but only I knew I wasn't out. My life goes on in endless song above earth's lamentations. I hear the real though far off hymn that hails the new creation above the tumult of despair. I hear its music ringing. It sounds an echo in my soul. How can I keep from singing when tyrants tremble sick with fear and hear their death knell ringing? When friends rejoice both far and near, how can I keep from singing? In prison cell, in dungeon vile, our thoughts to them go winging. When friends by shame are undefiled, well, can I keep from singing? And though the tempest loudly blows, still I hear the truth, it liveth. And though the darkness around me close, songs in the night it giveth. No storm can shake my inmost calm, while to that rock I'm clinging. Because love is Lord of heaven and earth. How can I keep from singing? My life goes on in endless song above earth's lamentations. I hear the real, though far off hymn that hails the new creation. Above the tumult of despair, still I hear its music ringing. It sounds an echo in my soul. How can I keep from singing? How can I keep from singing? How can I keep from singing?